Reverend Barber has said, it's not about the statues, it's about the statutes. It's not just about the symbols, it's about the policies. We just marched across the Robert E. Lee Bridge.
Yeah.
That bridge, I learned, was used to be called the James River Bridge. When in 1933 the city bought it, it was called the James River Bridge. It was named for Robert E. Lee later. But we marched across that bridge to come here together to talk about systemic racism.
Yes.
Not just symbols, and laws, and policies, and real people's lives.
Right.
And so, I want to read from this that this talks about in the 1660s when the laws were put in place in Virginia that really gave birth to American slavery. This was not something that came about without considerable effort to put laws on the books and enforce them. And so it began with children being sold away from their mothers and laws enabling that. And then in 1660, the Virginia Assembly ruled that persons from Christian nations, meaning European nations, must not be given long periods of indenture, but specifically excluded servants from African or American Indian backgrounds. 2 years later, the word slave first appeared in Virginia law. This same year, planters were given a large tax reduction of 80% if their tobacco tax was paid with imported African Americans. In 1669, a Virginia law declared it no felony if a master or overseer killed a slave who resisted. And so after 1700s, the necessary laws have been passed to give birth to American slavery. So 1669 is 350 years ago that it was declared it is not a felony if you murder a person of African descent if they resist this system. And that is the same system that we have seen throughout history, the same mindset that we've seen throughout history, that some people seek to reinforce and some people seek to break down for justice. And so from the Declaration of Independence, I was reminded, and we all know Thomas Jefferson made mistakes as well, but that was a prophetic document with some very noble truths in it that have since been claimed and redeemed and fought for by people from Abraham Lincoln, Septima Clark, and Ella Baker, and many others. And in it, I was reminded that, first of all, there were some abuses of power that were specifically described. And it reminded me a little bit that when some of these actions are taken by a corporate government alliance, like dismissing air pollution control board members right before a vote on a compressor station, because they have raised issues of racial justice, because they have raised issues that these are poisons that will be like slow violence against the people that are living there, that may even take their livelihood, their well-being, and possibly even their life. When those things are being raised in a group of people that is public servants designated to talk about that and be for the common good and the public interest, and then a political official says, we don't like where you're going with this, we want to dismiss this group and prevent them from making the public decision based on that information. That is an abuse of power.
Amen.
Amen. It goes to the essence of what we're doing here in this country, what that declaration meant in 1776, written by a Virginian. The other thing I want to say, and we know the same thing is true, the way that they worked with the Environmental Justice Advisory Board was also not honest and forthright and clear. These agencies, these groups, there are people trying to make government work for justice, for equity, and we need to be sure to be in there and make sure that we cannot tolerate these abuses of power anymore. The other thing I want to mention is that the Declaration cites as an authority, as the only authority cited for this new nation, nature and nature's God. There are laws of nature. You don't have to believe in climate change any more than you have to believe in gravity. We must, as human beings and communities, align with the laws of nature. We must live within the bounds of natural law. inheritance.
Yes.
And so, we're not here by accident. Every single one of us is here for a reason. We're all gathered together for a reason. We hold these truths to be self-evident. We will treat each other with equal dignity and justice. We will make democratic self-government work. And we will live responsibly on this planet. It's a sacred place. Thank you.